Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October 24th, 2023 meeting of the Albany County Legislature. My name is Andrew Joyce. I serve as chair of the Albany County Legislature. The budget process directs that each year we hold a public hearing on the tentative annual budget. Our rules prohibit members of the public from questioning legislators and prohibits us from questioning you. This is your time to speak and our time to listen. Speakers are called in the order their names appear in the sign-up sheet, and speakers are permitted 3 minutes to express their views. I'd ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Feston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clay. Berry. Collins. Emerson. Cunningham. Mullins. Drake. Conforl. He's here. Feeney. Line. Grimm.
Here.
Joyce Andrew.
Here.
Joyce Raymond.
Here.
Who?
Here.
Crockett. Lockhart.
Here.
Moriello. Mayo.
Here.
McLaughlin. Plain Lane. Miller.
Present.
O'Brien. Hurley. Peter. Polotsky. Reedy.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Here.
Lockhart. Rosano. Simpson.
Here.
Smith. Sonny. Ward.
Here.
Whalen. Willingham. Present.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Clerk. And before we begin tonight, I want to inform you all and remind you all, for those of you who don't know, Albany County Legislator Matt Peter from the 6th District is now recovering from a pretty serious medical event. So please keep Matt in your thoughts and in your prayers and in your regard, and don't hesitate to reach out and give him some motivation as he goes on his road to recovery. So stay strong, Mr. Peter, and we'll see you soon. Please read resolution number 446.
A public hearing on the 2023 tentative annual budget. How about that?
It's 2024. Mr. Deputy Clerk, please read the first name.
Martha Horowitz.
Hello, my name is Martha Harz. Okay. Hello, my name is Martha Harz from Guilderland, New York. I come before you to speak about the large increase in the Board of Elections budget, an increase of about $1.4 million. I'm very interested in knowing if this increase is intended for the purchase of new voting machines. If that is the plan, what machines are being considered? When will the public get to give input? And when will funds to train on the new machines, if that is what is proposed? For a number of years, my group, the Bethlehem Morning Voice Huddle, has attempted to reach out to the Albany County Board of Elections to help us educate ourselves and to learn more about the voting process at the election district level. We've had very little success following this avenue, so we switched our tactic. We decided to try and follow the Board of Elections through their budget requests. As always, the old saying works, follow the money. My group has gathered information from various sources that leads us to believe that the Board of Election is intending to take away our hand-marked paper ballots and replace them with an all-in-one touch-screen voting machine. We are very much opposed to this style of machine for a variety of reasons. It stands to reason that unlike our present systems, the way it is set up, with various numerous privacy booths, which allow many voters to work simultaneously, and then ending their voting by going to a scanner tabulator that quickly processes their ballot. With an all-in-one machine, voters will be forced to stand before the machine and make all their selections before the next voter can approach. These machines are not cheap, about $12,000 each, as opposed to the scanner tabulators at about $4,000. And remember, several all-in-ones will be needed at each site, as opposed to one scanner ballot tabulator now. The second issue is how the vote is recorded. With the all-in-ones, the voter never gets to hold their ballot. They only view it under a plastic cover. It is like a grocery store receipt. Even worse, while the candidates' names are listed by their name, the paper receipt on the machine actually reads a barcode, which is next to the candidate's name. How does a voter know what the barcode says and if the barcode is correct? Is a change to all-in-one machines in the best interest of the public, or is it an administrative preference? The voting booth and the ballot are the true core of our democracy. The voting booth is where democracy begins, and the ballot is the messenger, the very foundation of our right to govern ourselves. Thank you.
Tom Ellis.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tom Ellis. I live on North Pine Ave in the city and county of Albany, and I'm representing Save the Pine Bush here tonight. I thank you all for coming out. I'm again requesting that the county allocate $1 million each year from now on for the purchase of pine bush land for preservation. I know Lynn Jackson has also requested this, and I know that Mr. Matt Miller has pushed for it in his budget request, so I appreciate that tremendously. In the pine bush, there are, it used to be, I don't know how many, 10 or 20,000 acres. There's about 3,000 plus acres have been preserved. The Albany Pine Bush Preserve Commission has requested that an additional 2,000 or more acres be preserved. Those 3,000 acres, they're not all connected to each other. Many of them are fragmented from each other. New purchases could help connect those fragments, which would allow animals and plants to spread out and take root and become healthier and stronger. I assume you all know that the Pine Bush Preserve Commission does excellent work. They not only preserve the land, but they help to restore it. Both of those are critically important. There's no doubt that we live on a planet right now where we as a human species are rapidly destroying animal and plant habitat. This is a report, newspaper article in the Schenectady Gazette on May 7th, 2019. UN says 1 million species at risk of extinction, by Brad Plumer of the New York Times Service. He said, though outside experts cautioned it could be difficult to make precise forecasts, the report warns, this is the United Nations report, warns of a looming extinction crisis, with extinction rates currently tens or hundreds of times higher than have been recorded in the past 10 million years. Okay.
1 minute.
I'll be, okay. An editorial in the same newspaper a week later said that we have significantly altered 3/4 of the Earth's land and 2/3 of its oceans, and 85% of the wetlands are gone. Make no mistake, our fate is tied to the animals and plants. We have to get this right because our future is also on the line. And here's a magazine that I share with my students. It's like sort of like a weekly reader for middle and high school students. It's from 2014. Are we headed for a mass extinction? I'm going to leave these, and I'd like them to be included in the record of tonight's hearing. Preserving and restoring pine bush lands will not stop biodiversity losses around the world, but it helps a little to keep our planet able to sustain high-quality life over the long run. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.
Judy Gittens.
thank you for allowing me to talk to you tonight. And again, it's about the Board of Elections and their $1.4 million that they're requesting. As Martha said, I believe that this is extraordinary amount of money that is not needed to be spent. Voting has always been a very important thing to me, and I'm sure, well, obviously, this crowd, but it's going to be even more so. It's just crucial in the next couple of years that we have everything safe, confident, and secure. And I don't believe the Excel machine will do that. First of all, it's going to take a longer time. You're going to have to stay at one machine, like Martha said, rather than many people spread out at doing their paper ballots and then going to the scanner. And who's going to educate them? Is there money in the budget for that? People are going to be very confused. One thing that is, it's easy for the paper ballot scanner to be understood. You take the paper and you look at it. Did I do everything? And you look at the bottom, and did I remember? If you have a screen and you're scrolling up and down, that's going to be more difficult for people and take more time. And my vote is going to be encoded as barcodes, which I will be unable to verify when I look at it. The thermal paper that it outputs, like a grocery receipt, may deteriorate with time, and if there's going to be a recount in the future, that paper may not be readable. The voting is going to take longer, and I'm afraid that if you select these machines, the public is going to learn them, and how are you going to teach them? And this is why I'm against the machine, and I feel that it's a lot of money to be spent when we have a very secure and well-run way of doing it now. Thank you.
There are no more speakers.
Is there anyone else in chambers that wishes to speak? Hearing none, the public hearing on resolution number 446 on the 2024 tentative annual budget is now closed. We have a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Kuhn, seconded by Mr. Feeney. All those in favor? Good night, everybody. Thank you.